Morning. Didn't rain last night. Oh, but it was cold. It was cold. Not as miserable as the night before, but it's cold in this valley. Shivering all night long. I did sleep. I was drifting in and out of that state of, am I too cold to sleep? And then I slept. Fire. Above everything else today, fire. You see that? That's a king cobra. That is definitely a king cobra. He's not happy, you can hear him hissing. You can see the body here and the head just poking out there. You do not want to be tagged by one of those. Cobras are aggressive, they're neurotoxic, which means it causes nervous system paralysis, which essentially means you start to suffocate. Your lungs are massively affected and you can't breathe. King cobras are cannibalistic, which means they're a good indicator that there's a lot of snakes around because they need enough other snakes for them to predate. That basically demonstrates that there must be a high population of snakes in this area. Otherwise it wouldn't be here. Just disappearing off at the moment underneath that rock. I have got to be so careful.
This is yet another reason to get my fire going. Snakes aren't fans of fires, plus it will improve my visibility when it gets dark.
Nice.
So I don't step on one.
What I'm after by smashing this rock is just these really, really sharp shards, and that's what I'm going to use to scrape the outside of the bamboo and create my tinder bundle. Okay, that's nice. I'm going to try kneeling down this time. The problem I was having was I was using bamboo to protect myself from being impaled by this end of the bamboo, and you've got to push really hard to keep it all still. Can use leaves, but they're just going to break through. I'm just thinking, if you don't mind, the easiest way would be to take my shorts off, do it in my boxer shorts, or I could take my boxers off camera, and do it in my shorts. That probably makes more sense, doesn't it, Ed? Right, excuse me a second. That makes a lot more sense. That's a lot stronger. You can see the smoke already. Yes! I can see the smoke. Come on, come on, come on. Fire! Eventually we've got fire. And breathe again. Oh my goodness. I think the inherent moisture in the dead bamboo was my issue. I don't even want to speak until this is properly established. There's the game changer for you. I think I might just stay here for a little while. Now I'll be able to sleep well. That's the most important thing. Warmth at night comes above cooking, comes above light, comes above everything. Round here, it's very cold. Put my pants back on now, can't I? Yes. Yes. I'm happy. On the floor, down here, is I think that's a loquat. Well, it's not bad. There are some up in the tree, but they're too high. Oh no, some of them are a little bit green. Let's look for the ones on the ground. They're going to be ripe, aren't they? There's one. There's another, and another. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some of these are half-eaten. 17, 18 loquats. Now, irrespective of surviving or thriving, I can't afford to turn that down, can I, in terms of nutrients? Which I think spells it out that I'm not thriving yet. but that is still a good find.
I make a stone platform to rest the bamboo on. And hey presto, I have a bed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's unbelievable what a difference to morale fire makes. It's just amazing. The knowledge that I'm going to sleep by something warm like this, it's like a big hug. It's literally like your favourite auntie giving you a massive hug and telling you that she loves you. And I managed to save my loquat fruit. I thought, you're going to want that before you get to bed, aren't you? Today has been the day that I can honestly say I can start to attempt to thrive now. The basics are done, tick. It's all about pushing the boundaries, exploring, and seeing what else is out there. Morning, it's day 5. I feel recharged. Why am I smiling? I'm smiling because I know that today's the day to push out. But I've just got comfortable, and all I actually want to do is sit by the fire.
Today is about exploring. And in steep terrain like this, trusty drone is my best friend. Check that out. Just over the ridge next to me, there's a river going into a huge cave. With that much water moving through it, it's got to be deep. To have a chance of really getting in there and looking for food, I need to be prepared. And that means torches.
Come down to this pine forest area because I need resin,
Which is highly flammable.
That's going to provide me with the accelerant or the fuel that's going to be inside my torch. I need to collect a lot of this. I've got a little bit of bamboo and a stick, and this is going to be my collection chamber. Got a bit of green bamboo, and I'm gonna melt this resin down and turn into a liquid. And once it's almost liquefied, I can add the bamboo shavings. I guess the most valuable thing I've got is time and energy, and spending both of those on something that might not pay off is always a risk. I'm talking about the risk of something not paying off. But if you don't take risks in life, you never get the benefits, do you? Same as walking the Amazon, yeah? Everyone told me it was impossible, and I was stupid to do it, but if I hadn't done that, if I hadn't taken the risk, if I hadn't believed in myself, I wouldn't be sitting here now doing this. Changed my whole life, even though it was one of those delayed gratification things. Okay, that works. Now I just need my handles. Don't use your teeth, Stafford. Don't use your teeth. Right, bamboo shavings is my next thing. This is like a science experiment or something. I love it. Look at those. You see that shavings now completely covered in resin. Imagine just how flammable that is going to be. Oh. Ow. Ow. It smells like my wife's having her legs waxed. Got my 2 torches. I think they're going to work, I really do. Okay, it starts narrowing down quite a lot. Wow. Look at this. This is mental. Oh, wow. Look at that. There's water dripping down that rock.
There's a snail. That is a snail. Some success at last. Look, there's little freshwater snails. Oh, I'm gonna get as many as I can, put them in my pocket. I guess water, sunlight. It's got the ingredients for there to be an ecosystem down here. Everything finds somewhere where it can survive. 32 snails. Let's call that a win. Let us call that a win. Wow, let's call that a win when you got outside, Stafford. I can see light up ahead. It got me out, didn't it? Oh my goodness. Pocket full of snails. Mission successful, I'd say. Definitely successful. I collect wild onion and taro to go with my snails. Okay, now we're talking. Pocket full of snails, 3 onions and a taro, which for the uninitiated is a potato. A wild potato, really. This is gonna be a nice soup. Okay, what have we got for dinner, Dad? Well, 32 snails, 3 onions, and a taro. Cooking time. Chunks of taro. Everything goes in a slice of bamboo with water. There we go. And in 20 minutes or so, we've got a hot soup. Hot snaily protein onion soup. I'm sitting here with a grin on my face because today feels like a win. The exploration paid off. The extra taking risks paid off. I am just so happy that I'm now here with the final result, cooking over the fire. I might need to turn the fire down one sec. It is bamboo. Don't want to burn through the whole thing before it's even cooked. That would be a disaster. The recurrent theme throughout the whole season has been water. The power of the water to make the cave that I went into today is just mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. And yet, at the same time, it's the same stuff that I'm cooking my soup in. It's the same stuff that my daughter was born in back in Costa Rica. It is just so integral to everything. It's integral to my life, to the construction of the whole world, to life itself. It's so extraordinary, and yet it comes out the tap. It could not be more taken for granted. I remember in my childhood, you know, as we're like leaving the tap on to brush our teeth or putting the hose on in the garden and jumping through the sprinkler, thinking this stuff is pretty much free and it's just so abundant that we can do what we like with it. But without it, we're absolutely screwed, aren't we? We're just totally screwed. Humbling to think we're at the mercy, this entire human race is at the mercy of a simple thing like water. I'm calling that. I'm saying it's ready. I'm eating blind. The only reason you can see me is because of the night vision. I can't see anything apart from the screen. Smashing snails in the dark. Amazing. That's the inside of the first snail. Gosh, it's a blast from the past. Surprisingly, it tastes like snail. Ah, that's nice. Clean bowl. Satisfied man. Aye, aye, aye. I feel like I've just finally started to enter the realms of thriving. But it wasn't the best meal in the world. I've eaten so many snails in my life. Far too many snails in my life. Why would anyone eat so many snails? Because they're easy to catch. They don't run away very fast.
That's pretty much the reason, actually. It's day 9. If yesterday I was hungry, today I'm hungrier. I need a big, substantial meal.
I've scraped by on greens, fruit and snails for 9 days.
I want a proper meal. Fingers crossed, I'm gonna do everything in my power today to find more food. As if on cue, it started raining again. Of course, this place is ridiculous. Constant rain. Everything is constantly wet. Just seen a crayfish starting in the river over there, so I'm going to walk gently up the river very quietly and see if I can catch them. That might be my best opportunity. Hold on, there's one. Yes. Look at that. Right, you're going in my pocket. I guess I'm not surprised because it's a limestone area, and with the calcium in the water, these areas are normally really biodiverse. As a result, all of these little crustaceans, it feeds up the food chain. And on the move as well. There's another one. 2 at the same time. This river's just stocked with life. It's good. Oh, just literally, as I'm speaking, there's another little crab down there. This is cool. Got a pocket full of crayfish. If I'd let the weather get me down, if I'd let all the little things that haven't gone right get me down, then I wouldn't be out here. I wouldn't be venturing further in order to find new resources. It's important to manage your mental state, because if you don't, you're then not in a proactive state of mind, and you can't afford to let your morale slip. I came out in the rain, and the payoff is barbecued prawns for supper. Gotta be happy with that.